I think this is the part of YouTube that catches most people off guard. It's not starting. Starting is actually quite easy. You've got motivation, you've got ideas, you're thinking this could actually work. It's what comes after that's difficult. That phase where you've posted a few videos and nothing's really happening and you're sat there thinking, okay, now what? Because no one really talks about this properly. They'll tell you how to grow, how to get views, how to go viral, but they don't really explain what it feels like when none of this is actually happening yet. And if I'm being honest, that's where most people will quit. So you post a video, you've put loads of effort into it, you think it's decent, and then it gets 12 views, maybe 20 if you're lucky. And you try and stay positive. You tell yourself, it's fine, it takes time. But at the same time, it's a bit discouraging. And that feeling will build up over time. So let me ask you this. Are you actually struggling on YouTube, or are you just quitting too early? Because those two things feel the same, but they're completely different. If you're struggling, something needs to change. If you're early, you need to keep going. And the tricky part is figuring out which one you're in. There was a point where I genuinely didn't know if anything I was doing was working. I was posting consistently, trying to improve, watching videos, learning, going through everything that you're going most likely. And still nothing was really moving. And it messes with your head quite a lot because you don't get clear feedback. When you're small, you see, you don't get much data, not enough views to really analyze, not enough comments to get feedback. So you're kind of guessing. And that uncertainty, that's what makes this phase quite difficult in my opinion. Because it feels like effort with no return. And humans aren't great at sticking with things like that. We want progress, we want signals, we want something that says, this is starting to work. At the start, the progress isn't in the views, it's in your skill. You're getting better at talking on camera, structuring your videos, understanding what works. But because the views aren't there yet, it feels like nothing's happening. And this is probably the most frustrating part. You are improving, you just can't see it clearly yet. And if you quit here, you'll never get to the point where it actually starts to show. I like to think of this as a valley. You start with motivation and then you drop into this slow, quiet phase where everything feels a bit flat. And the only way out is through. So the only thing that's actually going to get you through this is it's not motivation. That will obviously fade over time. It's not hype because that will come and go. It's basically having a structure, having a plan, having something simple that you can stick to. So what helped me personally was I stopped focusing so much on results and started focusing on output. Just make the next video, make it slightly better. And that was it. Nothing fancy, but iterating, doing something, being proactive, getting out there and actually doing it really helped me. So it's that idea of having an improvement every video. Just improve a little thing, a better hook, a clearer structure, maybe stronger pacing. That's enough, because I think those small improvements will compound. All the big creators say this. Mr. Beast says this. I always think of that quote from Mr. Beast where he says, make 100 videos and make something a little bit better each time. And that's basically all you need to do. You don't need a massive breakthrough video. You just need to do the reps. You see, this is where you build your foundation, where you learn, where you experiment. And weirdly, it's one of those only times where you can do that freely because no one's really watching. You see, at the start, you can be bad and it doesn't matter. That's actually a good thing because it gives you space to improve without pressure. The only mistake that's going to slow you down is overthinking, trying to make everything perfect, spending too long on one video instead of just making more. I've done this myself so many times. You think, this one needs to be really good, but that really just slows down your progress. If you take a month to make one video, but if you make 4 videos in a month, you're probably going to progress a lot more, to be honest. The faster you make videos, the faster you learn, and the faster you learn, the faster you improve. And I think that's eventually what you need to do if you're ever going to be successful on YouTube, to be honest. Some days you won't feel like doing it. You'll question it. You'll think about stopping. And that's totally normal. Everyone goes through that. But the difference between people who grow and people who don't, it's not talent. It's not luck. It's just staying in the game. Just stay in the game long enough so that you can grow. And it's quite hard to accept at the start. You don't know when it will work. And that's the uncomfortable part, in my opinion. There's no guarantee and there's no timeline, but you just have to keep going. So when I still think this myself, and when I think about this is what I tell myself. When something doesn't perform, I don't overreact. I just think, all right then, on to the next one, because that's the only move that you can do that actually helps. If you post once a week, that's 52 videos a year. Most people don't ever reach that. So just getting there already puts you ahead of most people. So this phase that you're in right now, it's not a sign that you're failing. It's part of the process. And yeah, I know it's frustrating, but it's also where everything starts. So if you want to understand what you should actually focus on during this phase to speed things up, that's exactly what I broke down in this video here, because getting through that tough phase really matters. But getting through it properly and quickly, that's what leads to real growth.